Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad amma ba'd. Welcome back everyone in our second meeting of error analysis course. In our first meeting, we changed our mindset about errors, right? On this good occasion, we will take a deeper step. There is a very there is a simple questions that can trigger your mind before we begin our at the beginning of our session on this good occasion. Are all mistakes the same? The answer is no, right? In language learning, there is an important difference between an error and a mistake. So understanding this difference helps you improve more effectively. Well, there is a quick reflection, and please pause the video and think carefully what makes something an error and what makes it just a temporary mistake. This reflection is very important to trigger your mind at the beginning of this session. Okay. So, what is a mistake? A mistake happens, a mistake happens when you know the rule of the language, but you accidentally say it wrong. Yeah, because probably you are tired, probably you speak too fast. But but sometimes you realize that what you said a moment ago was incorrect. So sometimes you can correct yourself immediately. Or when somebody points it out, you can fix it immediately. Okay, here is a good example. She go to campus every Monday, and then you realize that's wrong because you did it, because of you speak too fast, for example. So and then you correct yourself. Oh, sorry, I mean, she goes to campus every Monday. Well, what about an error? What is an error? An error is deeper than a mistake. Error shows you that your internal language system is still developing. You know, you don't realize the sentence is wrong or is incorrect because in your current understanding, in your current knowledge, you feel that is correct for you because you haven't learned about that before. See the difference, right? Okay, there is a simple comparison. Okay, and this difference is very important in error analysis course. So, inshallah, during this course, until the end, we will focus more on errors because errors, show patterns of development. But mistakes, something that you already know, but you need to get more concentration in order to avoid that mistakes. But error, something there is knowledge gap, something that you need to develop because of lack of understanding or lack of knowledge. Okay, in this activity, I suggest you to pause the video for a while and try to answer. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3 questions. There are 1 to 3 things that you need to do here. So think about whether the learner can, self-correct or not, and identify whether each scenario or each case is a mistake or an error. Okay. Okay, why this matters? Why the difference between error and mistake should be clearly identified? Because if a sentence or an expression is just a mistake, so you need more attention, concentration, and focus. Okay, But if it is an error, you need deeper understanding and practice and gain knowledge what what make a sentence or an expression incorrect. Okay. All right. Here is your challenge for this occasion. Every sentence on this slide is incorrect. Okay, from sentence 1 to sentence 15, there are 15 sentences in this slide. All of those sentences are incorrect. So you please correct each sentence. Okay, try to find the correct form of all the sentences, and then label each sentence whether it is a mistake or an error for you. Okay, after you correct each sentence from number 1, and then label it in bracket, there is a mistake or there is an error for you. So think about this. If you can fix it quickly by yourself, it's probably a mistake for you. Okay, but if you feel confusing, or you don't know the rule, or you often repeat it as an incorrect sentence, the level of confusion is that high, it is likely an error for you. Okay, try to find the correct form of the sentence and be honest to yourself. This is about learning process. Okay, it's not judging. Well, now you know that not all incorrect language or sentences is the same. Inshallah, next week we will begin analyzing specific grammar errors in details, because grammar errors is one of the most common mistakes experienced by language learners. Inshallah, see you next meeting, everyone. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.